Is Instagram organic growth dead in 2021?
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Watch this video to find out, and if you watch until the end, I'll share my exact Instagram organic growth strategy with you guys, so make sure you stick around for that. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it, roll that intro, and let's get started. Alright guys, now this topic is definitely going to be a controversial one for sure. Let me know in the comments below what your opinion is going into the video. Maybe it'll change later on. But based on the thousands of Instagram accounts that I've grown over the last 6 years, these are my thoughts on Instagram organic growth going into 2021. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I make new videos like this every week. So when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell too. The bell it'll give you notifications every time that I release a new video. I only release one video a week, so you're not gonna get spammed or anything, but you will get notified when I release that one video per week. So make sure you have that bell on so that way you don't miss out. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show you all of the videos that you're subscribed to. So if you have the bell on and you're subscribed to my channel, there's a 100% chance that you're gonna see my next video.
Hell yeah!
So hey, get down there, subscribe, and click that bell, bro. So in this video, we're gonna cover exactly what organic growth means. Like, what is Instagram organic growth? Like, what does that even mean? Then we're going to cover the major changes that Instagram has made to the algorithm that affects organic growth. And then third, I'm going to share my exact plan of action regarding organic growth on Instagram going into 2021. But real quick, before we get into this video, go below and click that like button because
it'll really help me out
and let me know to make more videos like it. So first, let's talk about what organic growth on Instagram even means. Organic means that you don't pay for the traffic, you don't pay for the followers. The opposite here would be paid advertising, or if you pay an influencer. So the key here is free versus paid. Organic traffic is free, it's natural to the platform, and then paid traffic is not organic and it's not natural to the platform. You have to pay in order to get there. So a few examples of how you can get organic growth on Instagram. So number one is obviously by making posts. That's like the most common way of, getting people to see your content, to see your profile, just by making posts. And then when people see that and you're not doing any ads or anything, then that is organic growth in itself. You can, however, increase the amount of organic growth you get by using things like hashtags on your posts and in your stories, using locations on your stories and your posts. I call that optimizing your content using hashtags and locations, so definitely do that. And then another way to generate organic growth on Instagram is by engaging with your community. So some quick examples of that would be to go to like huge brands that are in your niche or big influencers and then just engage in their comments on their photos, on their IGTVs. Anywhere where their audience is hanging out, you should also be hanging out and talking to those people. So you could do that in hashtags that are relevant to what you talk about. You could do that with locations that are relevant to what you talk about. If you're like a fitness trainer or something like that, you could definitely tag like gyms all around the area. It doesn't have to be only the gyms that you go to. It's a pro tip right there, guys. Write that one down. Write that down, bro. And then another way to generate organic growth is through the DMs. You got to be sliding in those DMs. That is one of the biggest ways to generate organic growth on Instagram and really build rapport with those people once they actually find your profile and they follow you. So DMs might sound pretty funny, but hey, slide in the DMs, nothing's better. Nothing's better.
Hello.
Organic growth, again, it happens when people find your profile, find your content naturally without you having to go and pay for ads to be put in front of those viewers. So for the most part, organic growth, it's mainly being used by people who are beginners on Instagram. They're, starting to get their footing. They're not really sure what to do. They're testing out all different kinds of strategies. Or also, it could be someone that just doesn't want to invest money into their profile. And those people are usually like personal accounts. They're not trying to like make money on Instagram, or they haven't created a product yet or a monetization strategy for their account. Now that we know what organic Instagram growth is, let's talk about the major algorithm changes that Instagram has made going into 2021. For everyone that just rolled their eyes when I mentioned,
oh, another algorithm video,
don't worry, I'll keep it quick. The Instagram algorithm is, at the end of the day, what decides who sees your content, when they see it, how often they're gonna see it, where they see it, etc. So it's very important. The algorithm is really important, and it has a huge impact on your success regarding organic growth on Instagram. So pay attention, grab a notebook, take some notes. It'll just be a few minutes, bro. Now, there are a few major updates that I'm gonna mention here briefly. I'm not gonna go too in depth here, but if you do want me to go more in depth on the Instagram algorithm, I haven't made an algorithm video in like 2 years. So if you want me to make a new updated one, besides this like little tidbit about it, and you want me to make like a full video about the Instagram algorithm, let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to make it for you guys. Just gotta let me know. So the new Instagram algorithm decides the order in which users see posts when they're scrolling through their feed. Based on certain signals, the algorithm prioritizes posts with higher engagement than that profile usually has. So let's say that I usually get 1,000 likes on my profile or on my posts. If I get 2,000 likes on the next post that I post, wow, I just said post so many times. If I get 2,000 likes on the next post, then the algorithm will see that. It'll say, oh wow, I'm getting more likes than what I would usually get. So hey, this might be some good content. Let's try to promote it out. Let's put it on the explore page. Let's put it at the top of those hashtags, the top of the location page. And yeah, that's how you really get organic growth. That's how the algorithm works right there. So it's pretty simple. Basically, if you get more engagement, meaning likes, comments, shares, then the algorithm is gonna help you out, and it's gonna promote your content organically, meaning you don't have to pay for it, which, you know, that's at the end of the day what we want. Free promo, let's go.
Hey, it's free real estate.
So pretty much for every post that you make on Instagram, the algorithm, it actually gives your post a relevancy score. And this is really important to keep in mind. And later on in the video, we're gonna talk about how to increase your engagement easily and super fast. So stay tuned for that. And this applies to posts like regular Instagram posts, videos, IGTV, stories, and the new Reels. And another big announcement that Instagram made is that business accounts on Instagram, they're no longer gonna be at a disadvantage regarding organic growth going into 2021. So that's pretty cool. And compared to personal accounts, before, usually personal accounts would be easier to get organic growth on Instagram. And then businesses, they were kind of encouraged to pay for the traffic that they were trying to get. You know, they weren't promoted as much in the algorithm organically, so they had to pay a little bit more. But going into 2021, all business accounts, hey, let's go guys, let me know in the comments below if you're hyped. All business accounts are gonna have the same ability to get organic growth on Instagram for free as personal accounts. So that's pretty awesome. That's a big announcement there. So figured I'd throw that in there. For everyone that was like not using a business account before because they were scared that they wouldn't get organic growth, the algorithmic pressure is over. Let's go. You can now switch over to the business account, so that way we have all the analytics and everything like that. So definitely do that. There's nothing holding you back anymore, so let's go. And the last major thing that I'm going to mention here about the algorithm is that shadow banning is still a thing. It is definitely still a thing these days, guys. And what shadow banning is, it's when Instagram temporarily bans your account. It won't tell you that you're banned, but it'll just low-key on the DL, it'll just stop promoting your content everywhere. It'll stop showing it to your own followers. It'll stop showing it on hashtags that you use. It'll stop showing it on locations that you use. So it pretty much eliminates all organic growth possible. So I figured that's a big one that I would throw into here. And the way that you get shadow banned is if you're being spammy, or if you're doing repetitive actions over and over. So for example, if you're following 1,000 people a day, or if you're liking 100 posts an hour, or if you're sending a bunch of the same DMs over and over and over within, you know, a short time frame, hey, you're gonna get shadow banned. I would stick to, you know, if you're sending messages all day, I would stick to maybe sending 5 to 10 messages per hour. Or a better idea would be to start up a side profile that you don't really care about if that post or if that page gets shown in the algorithm. You don't really care. But yeah, you could basically reach out to them on the side profile and then just be like, hey, I get a lot of messages on the other profile. This one, it's easier for me to, you know, talk to you and have a good conversation with you. And then you just talk to them about whatever you need to talk to them about. Whatever you want to sell them, you sell them. Whatever you want to give them, you give them, you know? whatever you need to do through the DM, do it. But a side profile, that's a low-key hack right there, so do it. But yeah, moral of the story, don't be doing like repetitive tasks over and over. Don't be doing follow for follow. You're gonna get shadow banned, and that completely wipes out all organic growth that you expect to get. So if you want organic growth, I assume you do because you're watching this video. Don't do follow for follow, don't do like all of that stuff. Okay, now that's it regarding the algorithm. If you want a full video about that, again, all you gotta do is let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to make that for you. But let's move on to the strategy that I'm using in 2021 for organic Instagram growth. Let's go. Now, if you haven't realized already, clearly Instagram organic growth is not dead by any means. Yes, things change every year, but it's 100% possible and extremely simple to start generating organic growth on Instagram in 2021. Here's my advice for someone wanting Instagram organic growth going into 2021. Let's go rapid fire here. Let's just get right through all of this. Number one is using all features possible. Instagram rewards people that use the new features that they roll out. So if you're using the Reels that they just came out with and you're using IGTVs, you're still using the old features too, like highlights, stories, videos, making regular posts. Instagram is going to notice that you're using all of the features that they're rolling out as opposed to just like one or two, and they're going to promote you in the algorithm more because they appreciate you using all of the features that they're working so hard to roll out for you guys and for us. So that's pretty cool. All you got to do is just use all of the features that you have access to, such as highlights, stories, IGTV, Reels, posts. Use them all and Instagram will reward you for that. So let's move on to number two. Number two is optimizing your content. And a big way to optimize your content is using hashtags. And I have a full video about my hashtag strategy. It hasn't changed in the past 2 years. It literally still works to this day. Like nobody knows this strategy. So if you're interested in a great Instagram growth, like hashtag strategy for like organic growth, definitely check out that video. I think it's on this side right here, like up at the top. But back to optimizing your content. So here you got to use hashtags like we were talking about. You got to use location. We already talked about that earlier in the video too. But the third way to optimize your content is by having a good call to action in the captions of your post, or having a good call to action in your videos, or even in your stories. Make sure you always have a call to action, so that way you're not just leaving people like they just don't know what to do after seeing your content.
They're just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep scrolling.
So instead of having that happen, you want to let them know, hey, if you like this, make sure you like this video. You watching this right here for real. If you like it, go click that like button below. Hey, subscribe to it if you're not already. Hey, that right there, that's a call to action. In your content on Instagram, you're gonna want to always do some type of call to action. If you make a story, make another story after saying, hey, if you liked that last one, hey, go check this out because you're really gonna like it. Or, you know, if you're making a post, be like, hey, tag a friend that would also like this. Or if you're making a post, be like, hey, share this with 10 friends and DM me done and I'll follow you, or something like that. They're all good ideas, just got to get creative here, and boom, that's number two. Optimize your content. Number three is building a proper relationship with your audience. You don't want to be one of those people that are trying to grow on Instagram, but they don't know anyone that is following them. Like, and the followers, they kind of feel the same way. They're like, oh, I don't even really know this person that I'm following.
At least I still make an effort. We are friends on Facebook. Colin, does that mean nothing in this day and age?
Yeah, of course it does. Just my name's not Colin.
I'm gonna unfollow now. I'm gonna unfollow. So if a user, like if one of your followers sees your content often, then the algorithm can track that, and there's a good chance that they're gonna see your future content moving forward. So what you're gonna wanna do is get in front of your audience as much as possible. So what this means is, we already talked about this pretty much, go into big hashtags and leave comments on the top posts. So that way people who are looking at those hashtags, are looking at those posts, they're gonna see your comment and then they're gonna be like, oh wow, this guy or girl is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to follow that person. And obviously you're only gonna wanna do this on relevant hashtags. If you're a fitness profile, you're not gonna wanna go on like car pages and just start posting on like comments on car pages, because that makes no sense. You want to use targeted hashtags. So if you're in the fitness niche, use a fitness hashtag and then go to the top posts of that hashtag and leave comments on the top 9 posts. Whatever your niche is, find hashtags that are relevant to your niche, go to the top 9 posts of each hashtag and leave a comment. Again, you're not gonna wanna be spammy with this, but if you do like 10 per hour, you should be good. And some other quick ways of getting in front of your audience would be to straight up DM them, send them a message, so that way, like, there's no way they're getting around it. You're literally in front of them now. You just sent them a message.
What kind of message would you be looking for? Something that would interest you, would get you to respond to me?
I need a high number of inches.
A high number of inches.
Or you could always reply to their stories too. I feel like that's a little bit of like a softer way to get into someone's DMs. You're already relating with them on some account. Like they posted a story and you're like, oh wow, like that food looks delicious. Looks delicious, man. Now, how can I help you grow on Instagram? Or whatever you do. How can I help you start building muscle? How can I help you, whatever you do, that's you just gotta slide in. You gotta work on your DM game, bro. But yeah, you could also just go into like big pages, big brands, reply to their posts and reply to their comments too. So like, let's say they have a bunch of people commenting on their post, like a relevant brand in your niche. There's a bunch of people commenting on their posts. Hey, you could go to their post, you could go to all those comments and literally respond to each and every one of those comments and make it personal. Like you're gonna wanna make it like, oh nice, this guy just replied the most funny thing to my comment. I gotta go check out who this dude is. Or like something like that, you're gonna wanna make them want to come over to your profile and check out your profile. But again, don't be spammy with this. All you gotta do is just provide value, be a little bit funny, be loose about it, and definitely don't overthink it. Like if you're spending 5 minutes on each comment that you're making, probably not worth it. So don't overthink it. It's not worth that. It's better to leave like maybe a comment that isn't gonna really resonate 100% rather than spending 10 minutes and that still not resonating 100%. So, don't waste too much time with this, okay? Don't overthink it. And a few more quick tips on that is you could also share their content in like your stories, for example, and then tag them. People love that because then they're like, oh my God, this guy just posted, this guy with 20,000 followers, this guy with 100,000 followers just posted my content, my post into their story. That's so awesome. And they tagged me. That is awesome. That's literally a way to get someone to follow you instant right there. And you could even get another shout out. They could repost that into their stories. And then everyone that follows them will be like, who the hell is this person? Why are they posting this person's content? Now I gotta go check out that person. So it's like a win-win for both of you. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if I'm making sense these days. And this one's a huge, big key alert here. The big key here is telling people often to turn on your post notifications. So that way they'll be notified when you release new content, when you post a new picture on Instagram, when you post a new IGTV, when you post a new story, they'll be notified. You want to tell them often. You don't want to just tell them once a month. You want to tell them like, pretty much every other day. Hey, I need you to turn on these notifications because A, you're always looking at my content. So like, you might as well get a notification so that way you can see it every time. And B, it'll really help you out because you're going to see it every time. And I provide a lot of value. So you're definitely going to want these notifications on so you don't miss out. And A, guys, you guys watching this, go click that bell below. You'll be notified every time I make a new video, so that way you don't miss out, bro. FOMO. Nobody wants to miss out here. Everybody has the fear of missing out. Go click that subscribe button below, and when you're done pressing that subscribe button, click that bell so you'll be notified. Notified. So that way you'll be notified every time I release a new video. But yeah, you're gonna want to tell your followers the same thing. You're gonna want to tell them to turn on their post notifications as much as possible. Now, for everyone that's been asking if I have a private coaching program, I actually recently just opened that back up for enrollment. In there, we go over organic Instagram growth in depth. And then we also go over Instagram branding. So that way you set yourself apart from your competitors. And then we also talk about how to utilize influencer marketing to quickly and easily grow an audience on Instagram. For those of you who are interested in that, I opened up 20 spots for you guys. So go to the first link in the description below to claim your spot for that while they're still available. I'm sure they're gonna fill up quick, and after they're fill up, I'm probably not gonna open them back up. So first link in the description, go click it and register for your spot. With all of that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this video and it helped you out, it would help me out a ton if you just took one sec real quick, just go click that like button below. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you subscribe, you hit that bell icon so that we are notified. And I release videos every Wednesday, so you'll only get like one notification per week and it'll be on Wednesdays. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of this video was. What tip did you take the most away from, or like what part of this video helped you out the most? I really like when people actually learn something from these videos. I'm not just talking to the camera for fun here. I'm actually trying to help you guys out. So let me know what part of this video helped you guys out the most, and click this playlist on the screen, and that has all of my previous videos about Instagram growth, organic growth, paid growth. It has everything. So going into 2021, this playlist will definitely help you out. So go check it out. And with all of that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah, I think I did just dab. I think I just dabbed for the intro. Is that even like a correct dab? Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And people see that post, then and they're, you know, so I just said both of those in the same thing, so delete that part. Big key alert here, big key. Cool, hopefully I hammered that home enough.